Hello, welcome to Wardrobe School. I'm Vanya, and in this video we're going to embroider flowers. Yes, on a sewing machine. And the machine I'm using is just a regular sewing machine that has zigzag and straight stitch. It's a Singer from the 50s. It's great because it's older and simple, okay? But you can do that on pretty much any sewing machine. So the plan is, I painted some watercolor flowers, and I'm going to show you how I turned that image into an embroidery that can be hung on the wall, or it can be done on clothes, on homewares, anything, right? So I painted these images here. So this is the one we're going to embroider, but I did different ones, and those are the doodles that I was just testing. And I made some cool ones and weird ones, but I love creating my own designs, and it's really cool when I can turn some paintings into embroidery designs. But I'm not super good at painting watercolor, so I went online and found this class on Skillshare that's called Everyday Watercolor, 15 Days of Floral Practice. I didn't do all the 15 flowers, but I practiced a lot of my watercolors, and so I'm so excited because the woman who teaches this class is very encouraging. You just feel like anybody can paint watercolor, you know? And I really love Skillshare because it's a platform where humans can learn from other humans. The classes are taught by very cool creatives, real professional illustrators, entrepreneurs. It's just the best place to pick up a new skill or to pick up a new hobby, you know? If you want to try Skillshare out, the first 500 people to use my link in the description or to scan the QR code here on the screen will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. It's a great way to join and start playing with your creativity for free. Now, let's go back to my embroidery. I'm not sure I have the right colors like my watercolor, but I have these two yellow ones, so I'm going to start with the more light yellow and then this one, and then I have this brown to do the, you know, the shadows, like the depth. So I hope it works. Let's see how it goes. I have my hooped fabric here, and I'm ready to get the yellow thread on. And you know, I'm just gonna do some like random stitches, just like the flowers are, right? First a straight stitch, you can try zigzag too. I think straight stitch is better. So it's very random. It's not gonna look like leaves. Or I mean, it's not gonna look like petals. Leaving room for the darker yellow. Always looking at my drawing, so I know, see how it's just like some random colors all over. Now I'm doing the green part, so the leaves, and you know, usually I do the leaves before the flowers, but here, because it's like this layered piece, so then I did the light yellow first, then I'll do the green, and then I'll come back with the darker yellow and maybe even do more of the light yellow. Let's see how it goes, because in the tutorial that's how she does with the paint, right? So the watercolor, so I thought that would be better, because here's the thing, it goes the way she does is like she'll paint some parts of the green here in between. So that's what I thought I would do, right? First I can do those leaves first. And this I can do it zigzag. That's my favorite. So here I can go and skip some parts and then go with my stem, just like she does with the watercolor. Look. And then some here. I stitch out, I stitch in. And here it is. I did a lot of leaves and stems. I ended up not doing exactly like in the class because I realized the thread can just go on top of it, so I just drew all the stems. Now I'm gonna throw the other yellow color and then the brown color, just a few things to create shadow and depth. Let's see how it goes. And I decided to use a darning foot because it's my fabric was like weird. I don't know, the machine wasn't happy with doing this like random stitches, but with the darning foot it keeps the fabric down and then it works much better. The machine is much happier. So I usually don't use a foot, but this time it's helping me. I'm gonna show you the final result, and it wasn't that cool. So now I wanna do those that you can paint on fabric and then stitch over it. I'm gonna use this image here because I thought that was the coolest one. And so I'm gonna paint with the blue on the fabric and then stitch, and I'll post that on Instagram, okay? Now, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you give it a shot. Go learn how to do the watercolor and then stitch your own design. And let me know if you really like it, please send it to me on Instagram, all right? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.